reminder, we haven't really spoken about it too much today, but being on the patch that we're on, Ziggs buffs were insane. Honestly, the AP ratio buffs that Ziggs got were nuts.
LR have pretty much solidified that bot lane is not going anywhere near that tower of LR.
Primal Surge, Velia looking to invade. Baus now potentially looking for some more flashes on forward for the slow. Velia gonna miss the spear because of a flashback, but it doesn't matter because the decimating smash knockup is still there for SLT. Begins to dodge away. Hit by that one. Flash on forwards and a nice gang topside. You called it out. It might not be renekton, but there's enough CC there to set up Velia for a kill.
A last task for either of them to lock that #1 spot.
I mean, you can count how many official losses LR have on one hand, it feels like this year. Yeah, we've seen some scrims say against the likes of Garm as Baus ints into the tower in tier 2 to get his passive out, clear another wave, and reset in time. Who was bullying early on, of course. The difference between Corki Azir of years past and Corki Azir of now is there is no package, and Corki, generally speaking, a little bit more of an earlier skewed champion than he once was.
On as Danka has started the Void Grubs right here, does have the support of his mid lane, as well as Tori coming through with that Alistar. However, Nemesis has to take a back. Very low on HP, very low on mana. I don't think they actually can contest on the self LR.
Doesn't look like it at all, and Dank, of course, will have his smite up, gets all 3 quite happily, and that feels pretty good here, all things considered. You've got a Ziggs now with Grubs. That should always be scary.
Try and chase Baus away.
Yeah, people are coming up strictly, but they've given it up, so SLT just drops half a wave to make that, and that's a little bit awkward. We'll just go pick up what he can. Glacier Fisher now drops with the Torre, who doesn't actually have his own ult available, so has to flash away. Hit by that Winter's Bite. Needs to dodge away from the spear by headbutting forward Velia under the turret, eating a lot of damage. Senkuk's trying to turn it around. Valkyrie's forwards Velia up into the human form, but Danka now here. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Senkuk's flashing away. Nemesis doesn't get a chance to put down the ultimate. Danka looking for an angle, can't quite get in range of the twisted advanced Nemesis. Maybe forced to flash on out and does so as the smite comes on down. In the end, it is the 1-for-1.
And again, I feel like here, a little bit greedy from Velia, going towards the top side, taking the cracks means that you're later on around that river, and Verdant managed to secure themselves the first dragon for them in this game. Again, we're back to the original roster. If anyone tuned in for the first game, Kedra was playing support, Reckless was playing as AD carry, but we're back to normal for Los Ratones as
Velia's
Baus.
topsides. Can look for some more. Out comes the potential turnaround. Well, then it comes on down. No flash. Does have a Deathbringer stance though. Damage onto Velia. It's brutal. Oh my days. The slow comes on forward. Q3 onto Baus. Grass keeps Baus alive. Jump forward. Loses it. Lich Base not enough. Another heal. And Baus has to leave as well. 1v2 secured by Aatrox. All right. There you go. That's how it's supposed to play. But now on the other side, Senkuk's in danger. Crowny going to be delayed to the kill. Throws out that caustic spittle and picks up a kill onto the Corki. Satchel charge can absolutely delete a turret in short order. Torret finds Baus here, headbutts him towards Danka, twisted advance forward, Senkuk's over here, may well be donated the kill, comes forward with the force bomb, begins to throw out some rockets and the Gatling gun. And Bausi, I don't really think has much of a way out of this. Nature's Grasp comes on forwards, doesn't quite catch Velia. That will actually claim them feats of strength here. They're the ones who got 3 kills first, and this will be their 3rd objective.
Yeah, and that's a great start, right? For Verdant. You're very happy taking that early game. Again, you're scaling in low with the Aatrox, the Corki, plus the Ziggs. However, if you're an LR fan, don't fret, because early games are not for LR. However, saying that, hold up, was Nemesis in trouble.
Unbreakable well. Gets a good shuffle away. Exhaust goes down to Nemesis. TP comes on in. Torret now potentially in danger. How aggressively do they want to play this? Not too bad. It's Crowny who TP's in. Baus, I'm not quite sure where he is actually.
And less of a damage bot as the game goes on. You've got Azir and Congo becoming the primary carries for the team.
Picture in picture, LR claim their own turret there as they send Nemesis to join up with that one. Herald now summon bot side. Remember, this is with 3 Grubs and a Ziggs. This charge could be very strong indeed. Ziggs not quite here at the time, though. This gets a bit interesting. Spear lands onto Senkuk, who also eats a turret shot. He threw the force bomb down. This is likely going down. Another javelin toss, just free aimed. And that's going to prevent this turret going on down. Unfortunate there from Senkuk's.
Oh, that was a great defense, but they got outplayed by Ziggs double. That's exactly what you expect when you pick more of a power-eating carry over in the bot lane. As Baus has found himself in a precarious situation once again.
Gets knocked out of his decimating smash, headbutted away. Senkuk gets the kill. Did pick up the turret at the very least and a heartsteel prop, but he means he's dead. Be in a spot of bother.
Yeah, Tori's coming though through the rotation. He does have the Solari as well, but he's not going to be there in time. He went around.
He went
around. So far, but there's a bunch of wards that have been set up from Reckless and Co. over on the top of the map to pretty much scout Verdant around that top side objective. Oh, look at
Yeah,
Torres' positioning. He's
definitely.
been spotted. He's been spotted.
Definitely could look for something. Nemesis now potentially in danger. Flashes to interrupt the sifting sands. Tries to get some value back, but Danke is just there to get on top of him. And they kill off the Azir. 11 CS means nothing in the grave.
So I'm not sure what has happened there.
Hang on.
Hold up.
Velia's in danger. He got picked up by the Maokai, and they pick up a kill on the jungler. And now they can do Atakar. Nemesis not up for another 15 seconds. Baus trying to keep this turret alive. Devon could look to short fuse it with that Satchel charge potentially, but I think Atakar is now going to be Verdant. Big pickups for the girls, or boys in green.
Girls and boys and everyone in between. Verdant have taken 2 kills for themselves. 2 questionable kills, I want to say. Again, Nemesis saw Tor on the top of the map, fell for the gank. Velia threw himself in as a Baus is trying to kill the cow right there, but you obviously can't milk those. Baus.
Ow! Oh my days, the last auto! Can't quite get it. Bouncing bomb just wide. And Baus gets out alive. Can tell I've been casting G2 Hell recently. Changed my pronouns around out of nowhere. But there we go, Nemesis gained control of it.
Yeah, I feel like the Maokai ult being down. It's kind of bells ringing for a Lara here. However, look at Torre! Look at Torre!
Called for! Wonderful flank! And the bug is splatted. The bees are dead. That's indeed, and again, one of those ex-Splice players coming out to play. Great work from him. Baus going to try and come on in. What is he doing? Going to find some value. Look at Sankok's on the flank. Trying to win 1v1 by Sentinel. A 3-man pulverized. Torre again! He was always an Alistair player, and what value he finds. Green for Verdant and green for the absolute level of play. There is only go buttons this game.
Means that the 4 versus 5 just suddenly becomes a 4v3 in favor of Verdant, and what a fantastic knockup right there as a have a continuation on live.
Getting a lot of damage, actually do get the kill though. Shutdown goes onto the Ziggs, but now Velia in danger as he's getting run out. Will take a camp away on the other side, but Torre is just waiting. Out comes the Infernal Chains, and it sends it straight down to hell. Velia down for the cow. Can TP back in. Danke throws out the Nature's Grasp. Baus now here. Where is the rest of the squad? SLT not here quite yet. Now he's beginning to TP. Going forward to Danke, buying space with the Twisted Grasp. Twisted Advance, I apologize, conflating some abilities again. Bramble smash down, Baus now potentially in danger. Why has he gone this direction? He tries to charge on forward, will get nowhere. He's about to fall. Devon manages to Satchel charge away to safety, and they've killed off the Scion. Reckless and Nemesis slowed down, but not taken down. Torre loses a bit of his HP, but Baus doesn't really get all that much value and ends up falling there. A little bit over-eager from the top laner of LR.
It means that he's so squishy. The second he walks forward into a bush and tries to make a play, he's going to be taken down. And as you can see, he is taking the route around. Nemesis is there. He hasn't been spotted yet. But he hasn't spotted Nemesis either.
Control ward, but actually, look at the other side. The poke is so obnoxious. Torre gets jumped on, will need to run away to the minions and does so. Can look to potentially rejoin with a teleport of Spellbook. All the while, though, getting some poke coming on out. Bouncing bombs, saplings. Really obnoxious. This late game Ziggs getting dangerous to manage. Nemesis on a flank angle. Out comes the Nature's Grasp. Big stunt. Trying to get some value. Knock up at the Glacial Fissure. SLT makes himself a very scary world ender. Dragon secured. Shuffle on 2. Sunkick tries to survive. Will flash away. Nemesis in danger. Who flashes out himself. Torres come back in. Nemesis in danger. And backed into the bouncing bomb. Crowny now in danger. He dies as well. Senkox is godlike. Velia will at least bring him down.
Freshly dinked.
It's burning. And again, where is Danke? He doesn't have flash to get in here. How do you get into the damn pit? He won't be able to. They pull off the Baron, and they don't want to rush it or risk it. Nature's Grasp came on through. Look at the backline. SLT's TP'd in. Now he's in danger. Passive from Brawl. Comes on down on top of him, but he gets onto Reckless Death. Bring a stance. Gets so much healing back. Torre jumps onto Cosmore, and Crowdy's down again. Baus can't buy enough space as SLT and Torre back away from the danger. The World Ender about to time out. SLT will Umbral dash a little bit further forward. Danke potentially being run at by Baus and Velia. But they can't get more. They lose the AD carry, and LR again struggling to connect fully on kills. Can't find too much more. Okay,
you mentioned how it's difficult for Atriox to actually play these fights, right? Brawl, Scion make it really difficult for you to stick on a target. Talking about sticking on a target, I think they stuck onto Nemesis and took him down.
It did. They just found the value. Torres there again joins up with his former Splice player and heads straight towards some victory. Now we're heading on towards the Baron. Nemesis down, Crowny down. Crowny does have TP, but he's not alive for another 10 seconds. So I think this Baron is just Verdant's for the taking.
Absolutely. Again, I feel like Torre has been doing a fantastic job right here, but his most important job is keeping that Nidalee out of the pit, and no one is really doing this. SLT is now going to pop the ult to chase Velia out. Torre might give his life away.
Satchel's back and eats a bit of damage. LR still in the river first here.
Now, this is a very scary situation because Baus was sort of trying to split Verdant, but here comes Torre, playing on the flank. It's gone.
Dragon secured. They are a little late.
The TP from Nemesis, but it's not necessarily going to be the case. They're just trading soul from Baron. They're looking. Verdant is just actually looking to use that Baron potentially to end the game, because if you don't end the game on that Baron, you've traded something that permanently stays in the game for something that's temporary. Right now, remember how Nemesis was stuck in this weird point where he had a Seekers and Oblivion Orb? He has a full Hourglass right now, so he's 4.5 items fully into the game.
Difficult to figure out as it stands, but Verdant heading on to these tier 2s. Finally beginning to get a little bit more pressure on the map again. It has been a little bit tentative again, and we have criticized Verdant for taking a while to close out games. Aragon was saying he kind of favored LR partly because of that, but right now, Bausi going to try and ult down the lane and try and clear out the wave where they're not buffed up.
In some way, then it's just so difficult to play this. They're going to use the Maokai ult for an outer tower, and that's all she wrote.
You get it. Baus has got over 10,000 HP, I think. How many segments to his name? On LR, not on the other side. They've started up Elder. Verdant, you need to come and fight. You cannot be left caught out as the Nature's Grasp comes on forward. Velia in danger. He's not in the pit right now. Trying to run this one down.
Right.
Redemption spotted out. Baus is dead. ZLD in the backline. Knock up on Nemesis. Goes golden. But for how much longer can he survive? Gets knocked up again. Slides away. Survives. Baus's zombies doing work. But what about the Elder? It's been leashed and Verdant are on it.
It's a 50-50. Velia still around. Unless they kill Velia, it's a 50-50 forever.
They can get in there. It's won by Danka. But what about the fight afterwards? They've killed Velia off as well.
Baus is dead. And by the time LR tried to follow Baus right here, Tor has come from the bot side, throws Nemesis into the open arms of the rest of the Verdant crew. And then it becomes really difficult, right? Because your only frontline is Reckless. But if Reckless walks up...
Issues, hoping that's resolved. Very important here in these later stages to feel comfortable. Online matches can sometimes be at the whims of your internet provider. Those saplings this late in the game as well really do sting a bit. Trying to break their way through. LR doing their very best just to leap waves as they come. SLT, the 1 to the 1-4.
Gonna build up the wave over on the tops of the map, right? So by the time that LR step up to break it, they won't be able to do that just in time. So the Maokai route will be used for the top lane zoning to take that tower, and by that time the mid lane wave has crashed in. That is 2 towers down.
Won't be the execute. Senkux eats a few soldiers, but that will give the inhibitor nonetheless to Verdant. 2 down, 1 remains in the bot lane.
All right, slow and steady win the race for Verdant right here. They don't want to overdo it, right? They take the objectives. That's what matters. You don't have to overfight the bot side of the map. And LR's vision is very, very shallow. This shallow that actually Sion has to TP in to actually help them get inside this river.
Ziggs has Scorch. Nemesis has Gathering Storm.
He's playing to keep LR out. SLT is the one looking to get into the backline.
Reckless's body blocking him off, slides back into the pit, down to half HP. Keep your eyes on 120 extra AP from that Gathering Storm on Nemesis. Going to charge on in, going for the fight. Bounce in danger. Glacial Fissure comes on down. Massive Mega in front of him on the back.
Okay.
Trying to half HP. It's taken by Velia! He fights the fight, but what happens afterwards? Bounce getting killed, Heartsteel proc to Verdant. All of the hard work goes up in flames. The dragon screams in defiance and push and pull. It does not give a flying damn. Los Ratones will not be exterminated. A quadra kill to Nemesis. The rats continue, numerous and overrun Verdant in the moment it matters.
We said it doesn't matter who wins the fight, it matters who gets the dragon, and it's Velia coming through with a 50-50 to save the rats.
Nothing on God's green earth or the Summoner's Rift can bring Los Ratones down. 4-0 in groups of Verdant. It is heartbreak, pure and simple. 55 minutes on the clock. Los Ratones win the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.